What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Horror, this is Ethan Horror, and today we are back with a brand new video. Today, we are doing another tier list today. I said today like 3 times. We're going to be doing a tier list of the Alien and the Predator movies. We have a decent amount now. I believe there is 7 in the Predator franchise if you include the AVP movies, and 8 in the Alien movies if you include the AVP movies. So 8. No, there's 9 now. Jesus, there's a lot of Alien and Predator movies. We're going to be going through and ranking them all on a tier list. This is probably the smallest tier list I've done so far, but it's still enough for a tier list. I didn't really want to rank them all because I've already done a ranking on Alien and I've already done a ranking on Predator, so we just mashed them together and we got a tier list to do. So let's get into it. So here we are at the tier list. I have it organized by release date. So obviously Alien Romulus, most recent one, original Alien, least recent one. I try to make it Alien Predator themed here. So at the top we have Perfect Organism. Then we have I'll Be Back. Yes, that is from Terminator, but it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And for some reason when I was making these, I just immediately thought it was Predator because of Arnold Schwarzenegger. But no, it is Terminator, but I'm not going to change it. So then we have Predator and Prey, which is like you got some good, you got some bad. Then you got It's Game Over Man, which is of course from Aliens, and then One Ugly MFer, which is from Predator. So let's get into it with the original Alien. And if you guys have seen my Alien ranking, either of them, I think I've done 2 of those because I did a new one when Romulus came out. I personally like the original Alien, but it's not one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm still going to stick it up into Perfect Organism, but not personally one of my favorite movies ever. I think it's good. I think it's an enjoyable creature feature, but I wouldn't even say it's my favorite of the Alien franchise, and definitely not my favorite of all of these movies. But it's good. It's amazing. Ripley is one of the best final girls of all time. I mean, I can say a lot that's already been said 1,000 times about this movie. It's great. It's at the top. What more did you expect? Then we have Aliens, which is going to follow it up into Perfect Organism because I love Aliens more than the original Alien. I am obviously a horror guy, but this is the one time where I'm giving it to you that the action version is better. Because the first Alien, a lot more horror, a lot more sci-fi. This one, still all really sci-fi, but more action. There's definitely some horror sequences in there. You get the Xenomorphs back, you get the Xenomorph Queen, which I think is a lot better. I mean, the first one, you just get a few, like, normal Xenomorphs, but then the second one, they up it, and you have the Xenomorph Queen facing off against badass Ripley, and, yeah, I love Aliens, so it's going up in the top. Then we have Predator. They were cooking at the beginning, but it'll go downhill. This one is going into Perfect Organism as well. Predator is probably my favorite movie out of all of these. When I think of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, most people think of the Terminator. I think of Predator. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's, no, I saw Terminator first, actually. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I love the Predator, and, like, it's one of the only Arnold Schwarzenegger movies where when you think of it, you don't think of Arnie, you think of the Predator. And that's because he is my favorite creature from any horror, if you're not counting Jason as a creature. Just because of his design and how cool he is and how scary he is. I love the Jungle Hunter Predator specifically, but just any Predator in general. And I love him going toe-to-toe with Arnold Schwarzenegger. All of their fight scenes are incredible. And it has some iconic lines, some that made it onto this tier list. So, yeah. Then we have Predator 2, and this one I wanted to like it so bad, but I'm gonna go It's Game Over Man for Predator 2. When I first got done watching it, I probably would have put it in the bottom, but it has some value, I guess. The Predator's back. He looks just as cool. It's just kind of a generic action movie with Predator. I don't love the concept of him going to the city and hunting in the city. A lot of people love that, and I don't. I don't know why. I prefer him in the jungle, hunting people down, That's what I prefer. But it's still enjoyable at some points, I guess, but I didn't like it. Then we have Alien 3, which I'm also... I'm also going to put in It's Game Over, Man. A lot of people despise this movie for what they do in the opening scene. And that's fair. That's a fair point. If I was a diehard Alien fan, such as all the people that are, I would be right there with you. I think it's a dumb way to open the movie. I do. I love Aliens, and this completely destroys that movie. And I'd be right there with you, hating it just as much. But the rest of the movie is fine. It's not a great Alien movie, but the rest of it is decent enough to make it a watchable movie for what it's worth. But still, obviously, the opening scene destroys the legacy of an amazing film, or not destroys the legacy of it, just kind of undoes the really good ending. But it's fine. I didn't hate it when I watched it. One I did hate when I watched it was Alien Resurrection, going right in the bottom. Yeah, no. I did not like this movie at all. I hate when the Alien movies try to introduce new aliens that aren't xenomorphs. And this is one of the first, I think this was the first time they do it, and it's terrible. There are some decent scenes in here. I hate Ripley in this. I hate that she's acting all weird, and they just wanted Sigourney Weaver back in the movie. I hate that. Winona Ryder's character, but yeah, it's just, no. It's my least favorite of this list, I think, by far. Next, we have Alien versus Predator. And I enjoy Alien versus Predator, but I'm going to put it in Predator and Prey. Those are actually two movies, but no, that's not what's going in there. But like Predator and Prey, some good, some bad. It's what they promise. It's kind of like Freddy versus Jason in a sense where they just show you what you want to see. They know you're not here for a super good movie like the original Alien. You're just here to watch xenomorphs and predators fight each other. And that's what they deliver. They deliver Alien versus Predator, and sometimes there's a random girl in there fighting with the Predator. I don't know. The story part of it, I do like the fact that, like, predators used to use the xenomorphs as, like, hunting fodder. That's a good addition to the lore, but otherwise, it just didn't do enough for me to, like, say I like the movie. Then we have Alien versus Predator Requiem. And a lot of people despise this movie. I liked it for a while. I genuinely enjoyed a lot of this movie. I don't anymore. I was gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and put it in It's Game Over, but no, I can't. This movie sucks, dude. Not only is it not watchable because it's bad, it's not watchable because if you're watching it with a single light on, you won't be able to see the movie because it's so dark. And it is dark in tonally, and just the screen is, like, black the entire time. Like, so there's literally scenes where characters will die during, like, a big action sequence, and you have no idea who it is, and you're just like, oh, I haven't seen them in a while. That was probably that guy. And as well as, like, I just don't care about the characters. They go a little bit too far in some of the scenes where I think there's a scene where they kill babies or pregnant women. Either way, not in this movie. Not in some of the serious Alien movies, you can get away with that. But not Alien versus Predator. People are coming for a fun time, not to feel sick to their stomach. And otherwise, it's just a boring movie with an anticlimactic ending. I mean, they just nuke the entire town. That's how it ends. They just kill everybody. The government does. It's not even the main characters. So, yeah, that's going at the bottom. Then next up, we have Predators, which I enjoyed a significant amount of Predators. So I'm going to put it in I'll Be Back. There were certainly a lot of parts of this movie that I didn't love. Some of the acting is iffy. Some of the characters are pretty crappy. In both ways. There's some people who are just bad people and some people who just don't like the character. The lead character, I don't like the voice he's doing at all. It becomes distracting in some scenes. He's trying way too hard to be Arnold from the original. But I like that there's multiple predators. That I like the concept of them being dropped on an island and being hunted by the predator. Lawrence Fishburne's character, where he just kind of shows up to like be like, "Oh, this isn't the first time it happened." That felt completely pointless because he just dies like 10 seconds later anyways. Yeah, I don't know. It was good, but not not great, you know? Then we have Prometheus. There's two types of people. You got one who loved what Prometheus did. The other side was people that hated it with a burning passion, and just wanted to see xenomorphs again. And I know I said I hate it when they introduce new things that aren't xenomorphs, but I didn't mind Prometheus. I actually kind of liked Prometheus. As an alien movie, I wouldn't say I like it as an alien movie, personally, but I like the movie. I think it is enjoyable. I think it is well acted. I enjoy Prometheus. It's kind of like Halloween Ends in a sense where I like the movie, just where it's put into the franchise, eh. Like I enjoy it, but I wouldn't say it's a successful alien movie. Then we have Alien Covenant, which is their attempt to appease people after Prometheus came out and everyone hated it because it didn't have any xenomorphs. So you have one half that's Prometheus Part 2, and the other half that is xenomorphs. There is a couple scenes I enjoy in this, but that's about it. So it's gonna go in. It's game over, man, for me. I enjoy Prometheus for the movie that it is, and I think parts of this movie are good, and I think the parts that are good is the xenomorph parts, actually. I don't really love the Prometheus Part 2 because they're trying too hard to combine what Ridley Scott wants to do and what the fans want to see, and they're just pushing them together, and it's like pushing together two opposite magnets. It just they don't work together, and so I didn't really enjoy this movie as much as a lot of people did. So it's gonna go in. It's game over, man. Then we have The Predator, and I didn't hate it, so I'm gonna put it in Predator and Prey. But it wasn't a good movie. It was enjoyable at some points. I like some of the characters. It's funny at some points. Just the way that they handle a lot of the stuff is weird, and just a lot of it isn't handled well. A lot of the humor is placed in inappropriate spots. Some of the characters are good, even if some of them are general stereotypes that could be somewhat offensive. But they're played by actors that we like, especially, why can't I remember his name? There's a few people in here, honestly. There's a few that I could have said, but they're all fine acted. I like some of the characters. It's a mess, and it's all right. But, and then at the end, the ending is the worst part of the movie for me. So, yeah, it's going right there in the middle. Then we have Prey, which blew me away how much I liked it. But I don't know if I would put it in Perfect Organism. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put it up there in Perfect Organism. I loved Prey. I thought this movie looked beautiful. Just a lot of the scenery, a lot of the forest and the animals. I thought it looked beautiful. I thought the Predator looked really cool. A nice like demodernization where they kind of go back in time, so he's a bit more feral. He's literally called the Feral Predator, and he has a lot more physical weapons rather than like the plasma casters and heat seeking and all the stuff that the Jungle Hunter and City Hunter Predator had. And he's got wrist blades. He's got a fan shield that like forms around his hand. That's pretty cool, and he cuts someone in half with that. I like the Predator in this. And I think he has like the darts that like shoot out wherever the dots are. So So he's a cool predator. Personally, I still prefer the Jungle Hunter predator, but I love this predator. I love Naru. She's a great counterpart to the predator. Um, Thing with like Arnie and the Jungle Hunter predator is that they were equal matches, because you know, but like if Naru was facing off against the Jungle Hunter predator, she'd be screwed. So I like that they not only like uh what's the word when they make it less powerful? I can't think of the word right now. They make the predator less powerful, so then they also make the protagonist a little less powerful. She's still just as much of a badass. She takes down the predator, and I love her in this. And I think they have announced a sequel to this, or at least said that they want to make a sequel to this, and I would be right there at the in the theater if they bring it to theaters. I don't remember if this one went to theaters. I think it might have just been on Hulu, but it's very good. Then we have Alien Romulus, when I first walked out of the theater, I was a bit more conflicted on it than I am now. I still think I like it. I'm gonna put it in I'll be back, because I did like it, but there are certainly some things about it that I don't like. Main complaints were a lot of the AI stuff. I would have rather they focused on more of the aliens than the AI stuff, but it's fine when it happens. The characters, they're nothing special except for the main character and her robot brother. But otherwise, yeah, the characters aren't really that important, and there's a lot of scenes that are callbacks to the original that are very cool, but it wasn't a perfect movie by any means. I liked it. It's probably my favorite in that tier. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's my favorite. So it's going to go in I'll be back. And that is the tier list. And that's going to be it for today's video. Remember, if you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, so I know you want to see more videos like it in the future. Otherwise, you can comment down below some more video ideas for me, or hit the bell notification to be notified when I post any brand new videos. And until next time, I'm Ethan Horror. This has been Ethan Horror. See ya.